Attendance, grades, graduation, it's all in play, and it's a lot for students of all ages and parents also to manage on top of the emotional, economic, and medical insecurities and pressures that come with COVID-19. Here to sort of walk us through the ABCs of quality learning at home is Ontario Virtual School Rep Alicia Cuzner. Alicia, thanks for joining us.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
You know, let's start here. I think it's important to distinguish this emergency remote learning scheme that the government's put in place from the e-learning or online learning that was such a flashpoint and a big impasse issue during this labor strike situation with the teachers. This was never meant to replace the classroom, right?
Well, it's interesting because now, since Ontario Virtual School has been operating for the past 10 years, we have seen a lot of demand and a necessity for online learning, especially because we can focus on delivering the education virtually, which essentially leads to more flexibility for students in case they can't go into a classroom or for whatever reason the classroom is unavailable to them. And also, some things that are a little bit different than the classroom is that it offers continuous enrollment. So there's no minimum class size, which is nice. Mm-hmm. So unlike other classes where if you need specific credits to graduate and you try to enroll in that class and it's full, it can be very devastating for a student who might need that credit.
Right.
Whereas in Ontario Virtual School, you can register for any class that interests you and there is no cap. So that's kind of nice.
Alicia, you guys have been doing this now for 10 years. How is OVS, certified, partnered and paired with the Ministry of Education?
Yeah, so all of Ontario Virtual School teachers are OCT teachers, and so we all are licensed, and you can search us up on OCT and see what our credentials are. That's all public information, as well as we know how to structure and scaffold the learning to make sure that students can progress with their learning as they move through our lessons. It's really awesome in our lessons because we can make them interactive. We have online quizzes to see how you're learning as you go and progress through the lessons. So they're not for marks necessarily, but we can see how you're moving, which is a lot nicer than in a classroom, to be honest, from a teacher's perspective, because sometimes it's hard to gauge if the students are actually picking up what you're giving them. Right. And they look at you with a blank stare and they're like, what just happened? So at least with these online lessons, there's quizzes throughout, there's interactions throughout, it gets the students engaged, so I can see if the students actually understand what they're learning.
That is the key. It's all about engagement and accountability. Exactly. Last thing quickly, Alicia, how do people get in touch with OVS?
So we are online. You can search us up on Google. And right now we have a free course that's offered to any students who are in elementary. It's mainly geared towards grade 8s.
Thank you very much, Alicia Cuzner from Ontario Virtual School. Gurdeep, we'll send it back over to you for some headlines.